Hey TheCandleNurse family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Emily. This is my channel, TheCandleNurse. All right, I have a very exciting video for you guys. First off, happy New Year's Eve. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful holiday. I cannot believe 2024 has come to an end already. What are you guys doing? Are you guys having some drinks? Are you with family? Are you at parties? But let me know what you're doing on your New Year's Eve. I am happy at home drinking some seltzer water and talking about wax that we have coming to you guys from TheCandleNurse. This is what I like to do best, is film videos for you. I'm excited to go over some information regarding our pre-order and our hotel series. So first off, I wanted to show you guys the sweater I'm wearing. It's getting kind of chilly here in Arizona, but this is my Wax Addicts. I think I've shown you the shirt that's on the black t-shirt, but my husband also gave me, this is like a tester of a non-hooded sweatshirt in the Wax Addicts form. There's nothing on the back, it's just blue, but I thought this was fun to wear for this video and show you guys. We have these in stickers, we have t-shirts on our website. If you guys are interested in sweatshirts, let us know so we can offer those on our website as well. But yeah, this is a fun little cozy sweater that I thought I would wear for this video. All right, first off, let's talk about our pre-order. We have a pre-order that's going to be launching this Thursday, January 2nd. We are launching 2025 right out the gate with the pre-order. The way that we planned to go forward with TheCandleNurse is we have some real favorites that everybody loves to get their hands on that we have decided to offer in clams, restock them throughout the year. There was about 20 that we came up with. I think 15 were like top sellers, and then 5 were ones that I really wanted to repour. And so we started off by putting those up on our website right now. We've got a plethora of wax that's available. We have some from our original launch that is $4.99 a bag of the 6-count shape bags. We're now offering just clams all the time. If we sell out of a blend of one of our favorites, I will go ahead and repour it. Also, this allows me to experiment with new fragrance, and without waiting for a pre-order, just pour, limited clams of certain new blends to put out for you guys to try. And if it becomes a fan favorite, it's one that I can bring back, or we can offer in our pre-orders. The way that we're doing pre-orders is instead of themed pre-orders, we're doing every other month starting in January. So we'll do 6 pre-orders in 2025, starting from January, and then into March, we'll do another one. We're constantly going to be rolling over these pre-orders. Now, because we want to make stock available for you guys in the clamshells, it's more affordable. It allows it to get home fragrance out there to other people who are just experimenting with vendor wax or with wax melting or home fragrance. Allows for me to be a little bit more flexible with adding new blends. For those of you that are wax addicts like myself that want to have blends that they love, that maybe you guys have purchased from me before, we allow voting to go on in our Facebook group. I'll put a link down in the description of this video. Join my Facebook group. That's where I'm communicating all the time. Customers are always posting reviews. We're talking about hauls. We do voting polls for what we want to offer in pre-orders, and that's where I communicate the most. You will also feel free to add me on Messenger if you need to ever communicate. You can do thecandlenurse@gmail.com, which I'll put here in across the screen, but also we'll have it down in the description box down below. It's not hard to get a hold of me. I do work full-time as a nurse right now. I had stepped down from full-time nursing to part-time nurse and focus on launching my business. Now that we've got TheCandleNurse up and going, we've got a good ebb and flow going on. I've picked up some more full-time nursing at the surgery center that I work for, but it allows for me to have the flexibility to also have my passion of home fragrance, while also the other passion, which is healthcare for health and wellness. Kind of a long introduction there. So we are doing a pre-order every other month. We now will have our normal soy wax blend available still in the clamshell and also in the shapes bag. So we, in the pre-order, offer 6 shapes and 18-count shapes. Those are specialty bags that I used to have up for RTS, but now we've switched to clams to have out all the time. And so these shape bags, the mini souffle, the souffle, and the loaf will all be pre-order only. And so you'll have a chance every other month to be able to go in and buy bigger sizes of your favorites. For this pre-order, It'll be January 2nd, which is Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I believe that's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will continue that pre-order through Sunday, January 5th, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I did make a post that says we will continue to offer all sizes in our signature soy wax blend formulas for our clamshells and our 6-shape and 18-count shape bags, our signature softer wax blend for the mini souffle, the souffle, and the loaf sizes, and being able to use a little bit of a lower wattage if you wanted it to with a softer wax blend. So we are issuing out a new blend that is our signature wax blend that should be softer for those specific things. Those are only offered during pre-order. So your mini souffle is 4 ounces, your souffle is 8 ounces, and your loaf is 12 ounces. The clamshell is approximately 2.5 ounces or more. You do get your 6 shapes is 4 ounces, and your 18 shapes is 12 ounces. Your Serenity clamshell is $4.75. Your 6 shapes are $7.20. Your 18 shapes are $21.60. Your mini souffle will be $7.20. Souffle $14.40, and the loaf of $21.60. So that will be the pricing that we're going to be offering. Okay, I'm going to talk about the pre-order blends. We're just going to read through them with the scent notes. If there's any inspiration, I'll kind of give you a little bit of feedback, but some of these are from my signature launch that have sold out and not come back yet and have been requested back by the Facebook group. There's been some that were favorites that I've had individuals reaching out for me saying, you've got to add some to a pre-order at some point so we can get bigger sizes. I felt the need to add those back in. There were some that I have created that are brand new that are incredible that I've added back in. We'll go over and talk about those, and then afterwards I'm gonna go through my hotel series clams, which I have here labeled ready to go. This is a limited time offer of these hotel blends. Now I've taken some of my favorites from here, 5 of my favorites, and added them to the pre-order preemptively for bigger sizes for those who want those, but I'll talk about those blends. These are gonna be available on our website as a limited option. They are premium oils, very expensive. So we are doing clamshell only, ready to ship on January 15th. These will be loaded to our website. So stay tuned for those to be loaded, but I did want to go over and smell those because I think I've been promising that for a while, and I've got some descriptions to go over for those. Let's go into the scents that I will be offering for the pre-order. Sorry if I gave a lot of like conflicting information or I'm speaking too fast. I just want to make sure we get this information out to you guys before the pre-order on Thursday. And so this is kind of a priority video that I wanted to make sure I got up for you. Okay, so the first blend that I'm going to be offering is actually a customer blend from Christine Peluso, Christine Sensing on YouTube. I will link her YouTube channel here in this video specifically because she is my first customer blend. She's the first person to add a custom blend onto my voting polls. So that's something else I wanted to tell you guys. If you guys have any of my blends that you want to come up with, if you're looking for a custom blend, customs is going to be something that we're trying to bring to you by middle of 2025. We've just got to figure out a process of how to do that and what size options and whatnot and how to invoice for that. But we are going to be bringing customs in 2025. But for my pre-orders, I am more than happy to have any of you guys bring up, if you have any ideas for blends that I've already done or something like a simple oil, you know, I've released. If you want to put something on the voting poll, that is something that I would consider. So Christine from Christine Sensing she purchased from my Survivor of Jericho Hill series. There was a blend called Desert Dweller, and she also purchased Beach After Dark from a previous launch, which is my version of Bath and Body Works Beach Nights. It's a lot different than theirs. It's kind of a take on it that I wanted to create that smelled a little bit different and had my own little flair on it. So she had made a comment in her video, her haul video, about the Desert Dwellers, and she wanted to really blend Desert Dwellers with Beach After Dark. So when we did the voting poll, she added it on there and she named it. So she named it Long Island Beaches After Dark. This is my Beach After Dark house blend, which is s'mores, beechwood, salty sea air, fire roasted marshmallows, and creamy vanilla, blended with Desert Dwellers, which is a house blend of crackling birch, fire roasted marshmallows, and salty sea air Palo Santo. So I'm really excited to bring this to life, and I am adding it to the pre-order. It's gonna be amazing. I have had Desert Dweller sample and Beach After Dark mixed together in a warmer, and it smells incredible. So I think that's going to be just an awesome blend. And thank you, Christine, for suggesting that. And again, I will link her YouTube channel. Go check her out, you guys. Go subscribe to her channel if you love home fragrance. She's a Scentsy consultant. She also hauls and reviews a lot of other home fragrance from other vendors and retail. So go check her out. I love her descriptions. I love her videos, and definitely I appreciate her support always. So thank you, Christine. All right, next up, a blend I'm gonna release is Sweet Lavender Sea. This is a blend that I created, launched during the fall. Now, I'm a mood melter, and sometimes when I create something, I can't wait for a season to put it out. So Sweet Lavender Sea was one of those blends that I put together because I was craving it during the time. I live in Arizona. Our summers last really long. So even though people were going into fall melting in August and early September, I was in the mood for salty sea air and like calming lavender. So I created a Sweet Lavender Sea, which is sweet lavender, salty sea air, and fire roasted marshmallows. And I sent samples out to people, and I made like a limited quantity. I think it's 12. 12 is like my number. So I made 12 bags of that, and it sold out like really quick, like probably within a week of launching it. And so that's one that people have requested back and voted back. So I will bring that to the pre-order. Next up is a winter blend for my winter pre-order, baked apples and cognac. This is cognac, cinnamon, hazelnut, vanilla, praline, oakwood, apples, ginger, nutmeg, and subtle woods. I talked about this one in my winter pre-order. Let's talk about the scents. This one is a wonderful blend of a like angel share type with spiced baked apple like pie. And it's gorgeous. I think it's one of those blends that when my kids smelled it and we tested it, it smells like apples and oats. It's like a really, like you've gone to this really expensive restaurant to do like a brunch and you have like some type of one of the, like an appetizer or something. It's just like a small couple of scoops of this like apples and oats. That's what I got out of it. And so I think that was a very popular blend that we've sold out. We sold out of our clams. So that's what I'm going to I think I'm going to bring back as a favorite, but we are offering it now for bigger sizes because it had one of the highest votes in my Facebook group. So I feel like I couldn't pass it by. The oils were available for me to get. So we're going to go ahead and make that for you guys. Next up is one that I launched and it sold out, but hasn't been voted back yet until now. And that's Bandit Panda. This one got a lot of votes. This was my signature launch. If you're new here, was when I first started the Candle Nurse. I launched with like, I want to say it was anywhere between 50 and 62 blends. I can't remember the number totally, but it was an epic launch of 36 bags each of like 60 different fragrances. So that's why we're doing a sale of the launch blends, because we've sold out of a lot of them, but there's some lingering that'll be perfect for spring. So go check those out if you want to make a purchase. But Bandit Panda was a blend that I created for my brother-in-law, Andy. I call him Andy Panda. He loves like the woodwick candles. So humidor is a woodwick type. So smoky vanilla embers, humidor, which is a woodwick type fragrance, and creamy vanilla. He actually came over and helped me create that blend. So my signature launch was about experiences or people who were inspirational to me over my lifetime, whether it was a vacation, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a relationship, my husband, my children, my family. I created all these blends, my workplace that I love so much, and there's people that I work with that I have been friends with for years and years. I mean, I think like 12, 13 years I've worked with them that were really inspirational to me to create a fragrance. And so that was what my signature launch was about. If you want to go back and see those, it took me 4 videos to go over those blends, and I go really in depth of what was the scent memory, or what was the experience that I had that created that scent memory for me. And Bandit Panda, it just takes me back there, and it's just this awesome fragrance that it's gender neutral, but it could be a little bit more masculine leaning, but it's like you've got your humidor, like it's literally like you've walked into, you're not burning cigars, it's like you've walked into the humidor at a cigar bar to pick out a cigar, and it's just the sweet tobacco and like almost like a caramel type fragrance within that humidor, along with your smoked embers that have some vanilla and creamy vanilla in it. And it's a great blend. It sold out and has never been requested back until now, and it had a lot of requests back. So I'm gonna bring it back and have the oils for it. So I'm really excited. The next one is my #1 seller. It sells out every time. The Cellar. This is mulled apples, fresh fig, rosy nuances of pink pepper, warm musk, and cedarwood. This is my top seller. I've sold out in every iteration. It's been voted back in every pre-order. This is going to be I did my signature launch. It sold out. I brought it back as a second run from the signature launch, and it sold out. So I did like 36 the first time it sold out. I brought back another 20 bags and it sold out. I brought it back in the Survivor of Jericho Hill pre-order and it sold out. And I had it in the winter pre-order and it sold out. So it's one that comes back every time I am able to bring that one back. So we'll have it available again for you guys. And it's also a favorite that'll be available in clams. I promised that when I launched my business that I will do everything I can to keep myself stocked. One thing that I struggled with is, and it's hard when you're super popular like Teddy Bees or Second and Spruce or Lebanon and Speckles, who just sell out of stuff. You know, they just get they're so popular. They have so many orders. And a lot of them, you know, they work full time. And so they do the pre-order style because that's what works for them. Their wax is amazing. And so they're not able to keep it on their shelves. But that's something that I really have strived to setting up my house and my wax workshop to offer my wax year round. Can I always offer it? No, because sometimes oils go on back order. They get discontinued. You have to find substitutions. You know, we test our blends to make sure that we give you guys quality blends. Sometimes, you know, these other oil vendors go out of business or they can't get the oils themselves, and so stuff happens. So that's why I'm constantly bringing out new stuff, and we'll rotate the favorites as we see fit, but still want to make it, you know, available for you guys. And we'll see how long we can do that for, but that's kind of like the goal we have, because locally we want to also be offering some wax to people locally in smaller iterations, more affordable options. I've got some boutiques around here that are interested in carrying the wax. And so that's kind of like our goal. It's not hard for me to turn this stuff around. Clams are very easy to pour. I don't have to let them sit in a mold, cure, take them out of the mold and package them. They're very easy to pour. So sorry I got sidetracked, but the cellar is just one of those ones that people want available all the time, and I'm more than happy to bring it to you guys whenever you want. Next up, I have the Sunnyside Diner that was voted back by our group, which is fresh baked bread, pretzel, powdered, and glazed donuts. This is from my original launch. So the show Supernatural was very inspirational to me. It's one of my favorite shows. I've watched it a couple times all the way through. It's got 15 seasons. There was a lot of blends that I wanted to put in because I always had this dream of paying homage to Supernatural in some way with a talent of mine, and I couldn't figure out what that talent was going to be. So when I started making wax, I'm like, I have to do something with Supernatural. So the Sunnyside Diner is a diner that Dean goes to and loves to get apple pie from. So that's where that's from. And this is one of the favorites. So I have the Sunnyside Diner, which is the baked bread, pretzel, powdered and glazed donuts. And then I have Gus's Bakery, which is an inspirational fragrance from my launch originally. That is after my dad. He retired working at, it was Old Home Bakery, became Sara Lee Bakery, and he used to bring home like tons of carbohydrates, all the donuts we want, breadsticks, bread, you name it. He would bring it home. Just thinking about like desserts and donuts and delicious carbohydrates, it just makes me think of my dad. So Gus's Bakery is the Sunnyside Diner with cupcakes at Tiffany's added to that one to give it a little bit of extra goodness. But Sunnyside Diner, straightforward. It was a fan favorite. People have been asking to have this back for a while. I brought Gus's Bakery back for a pre-order. It's now been entered into the favorites, so we're pouring it in clams. So Sunnyside Diner has now taken its place in our pre-order slot. So it'll be available for you guys. Next up is a new blend of mine, which is called Radiant Skies, lychee, mandarin, jasmine, creamy vanilla, amber, and musk. So I love lychee. I love tropical fruits, and this is going to be a perfect spring blend for you guys. High-end premium oil that I'm using along with a few other oils that I had to make this beautiful blend that will be available for you guys. Next up is Eden, which has been requested back by customers. This is calamansi, lime, green tea, citrus, soft musk, salty sea air, and beechwood. Another one from my signature launch. It's a place in Utah called Eden, Utah. It's where my family's from. My mother's side of the family originates from Eden, Utah. It's such a beautiful place in Utah that's up this canyon on the mountainside. Back when my grandmother, she was born in the kitchen of the home, and it used to be called the Eden House because it was one of the first houses there that was established. If it snowed, they got kind of stuck up there in Eden, and they were farmers. It's just the freshest air, the greenest trees. You've got a dam up there that is just you know, their source of water. You have the ski resort that's not far from there, but I grew up going to Eden a lot. Thanksgiving that's where we went every year. I had to pay homage to my ancestors, my family from Eden, Utah, and this one is one of those fresh, outdoorsy, like it just rained, and it's not like wet cement or anything, but it just smells like a spring rain has just happened and you've stepped out and it's cooler weather. You've got breeze going on. You've got some citrus groves that are nearby and the oils are coming off. They're like seeping off of your lime and your lemons, and the salty sea air is coming from the water and the breeze is bringing that over, and you've got some woodsiness coming. It's such a great fragrance. If you love a fresh fragrance. Sorry, I keep touching my head. I was wearing my clip and I think it just like pulled on a hair and it just like feels like sore. Yeah, so that's Eden. Beautiful. Check it out. Super popular, sold out. Next up is Evening Chai Tea. And I think it's really funny because I have a lot of people telling me chai tea and it's evening chai. Chai is Arabic for tea. So that's why in parentheses, you'll see the word tea. I am half Arabic. My dad is from the Middle East. I grew up drinking tea all times of the day, so it doesn't faze me. We'll drink it after dinner. And it's not chamomile. It's usually black tea or Earl Grey. We'll drink it with some milk in the morning with like a little cheese sandwich for breakfast, and we'll have it after dinner. Tea is just kind of a staple in our culture from my dad's side of the family. So evening chai is Earl Grey tea, cardamom cream, sugar crystals, and Palo Santo. This is a very popular tea blend that we've sold out of that has become very popular, so check that out if you love a good Earl Grey tea scent. Next up is Ashes to Ashes. This is another one that's been available in every pre-order that keeps getting voted back. It smells amazing. By the Fireplace type, which has got some chestnuts and woods and vanillas and a little bit of red berries, smoked vanilla embers, toasted marshmallows, sugar cookie oil, and Palo Santo. So if you love a good smoky, sweet, by the fireplace type blend, that Ashes to Ashes is gonna be your ticket. Next up, I have a few from the hotel series, which we'll sniff, but I'm just gonna read through them real quick. So Dream State is a hotel series blend of mine, which is white tea, aloe, ginger, lily, cedarwood, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood, and musk. So hotel series, we'll go through the description here in a little bit. Next up is the Sweetest Aria. Aria is in Las Vegas. Hotel series, lemon cream, pomegranate, peony, raspberry, vanilla, white woods. I have one of my favorites in parentheses because it is. Do not let those fruits scare you. This is very sensual fragrance and it's beautiful. If you love a good vanilla fragrance, that one's going to be a good one for you. Next up is the number 11, which is it's 11 hotel series. This is stone fruit, citrus, geranium rose, amber, patchouli. I put in parentheses, do not let the rose scare you because it's blended beautifully. You're not going to get right out the gate a floral rose. It's just in the background to add a little bit of a floral component to something that's a little bit more sultry. To me, this is more of like a deeper stone fruit, like a plums, your dark cherries. You've got the citrus is not sharp. It's not right in your face. It just rounds it out. Geranium and rose, they really are background scents, but you got the amber patchouli, which makes this very seductive type fragrance. I love that one. And then next up is Those Ocean Eyes, which is the hotel series. Bergamot, Aquatic, Ozone, Neroli, Jasmine Rose, Sage, Cardamom, Sandalwood, Musk, and Dark Amber. Again, this is that fresh aquatic, sandalwood, woodsy, citrusy. You got your Neroli, which is like an orange blossom. That one's good. All right, next up is Breath of Life. This is Mountain Air, Melon, Citrus, Cedar, Sandalwood, and Palo Santo. I think I've gone over this one in a scent description before. I had it in the last pre-order. This one is like you're out in the mountain air. It's probably spring. It's a little bit cooler. And I said you've got like the wind blowing and there's something very like clean about the fragrance that you're smelling. So I was like, oh, it's like we got out of the shower and we used some like fragrance or whatever, and you're up in the mountain at Snowbird in Utah, and like it's springtime though, so you guys are going up the lift just to see a view, and like the wind is blowing and you can smell the wonderful smell of my husband next to me who's just got out of the shower. It smells amazing. It's definitely set memories, so that's good. Next up is one that was voted back called Only You. This was available as, I think, an overpour is what I added it as. Some clams. So Breath of Life is one, and Only You, which is iris root, pink pepper, ambret, and musk. That is a skin fragrance through and through, and it is wonderful. Next up, this is a hotel series, but I forgot to label it that, but Stargaze, it definitely is hotel series. This is Neroli Blossom, Bergamot, and I listed Neroli Blossom twice. That's my bad. So Bergamot, Neroli Blossom, White Heliotrope, Santal, Oud Wood, Musk, and Amber. This one's really good, where the Neroli and Those Ocean Russian Eyes is a little bit more bright. The neroli mixed with the bergamot and the santal. This is more of like your gender neutral. It could lean a little masculine, a little bit deeper, woodier type fragrance without being like overly cologne-y, if that makes sense. Next up is a blend I created called SoCo. This is amaretto, rum, vanilla, butter, sugar, cream, spice, deep fried dough, cinnamon, and sugar. All of the best gourmand. My goal is to match Homeworks' hot cider donut if it's the last thing I do. SoCo is as close as I've gotten to it. Try it out. It smells amazing. Next up is Plum de Mer. This is plum, black cherry, musk, amber, vanilla, orange peel, sea salt, and marine. This is a bright. You've got your deep, sultry fruits, but then you have the brightness of orange peel, the sea salt, and the marine. Top notch. After that, we have Cozy Cranberry. I'm obsessed with cranberry, so I'm offering 2 cranberry scents here. Cozy Cranberry is cranberry, cinnamon, vanilla, fir, chestnut. How many times can I put vanilla? I must have been tired. I've doubled this up. Okay, cranberry, cinnamon, vanilla, fir, chestnut, red berries, orange blossom, and Palo Santo. Incredible cranberry fragrance, if I will say so myself. It's like a cranberry woods, but better. I feel like it's got a little bit more to it. So you've got the cranberry, you've got a little bit of spice with the cinnamon, the vanilla. The fir's in there, but it's not like tree heavy, okay? It's in the background to give it some complexity. And then you have the orange blossom and the Palo. I don't know, it just does something to it. You should try it out. Next up is my blend Aurora Borealis. So it's the Northern Lights, which is purple sugar, so a mix of pink sugar, blue sugar, smoky vanilla embers, Palo Santo, and Beach Nights Bath & Body Works type. This is not my Beach After Dark blend. This is literally a Beach Night oil that I have. So Beach Nights, the Bath & Body Works type, mixed with purple sugar, smoky vanilla embers, and Palo Santo. Chef's kiss. Next up is Pink Lavender Latte. I love lavender and I love coffee. So there's pink sugar, sweet lavender, toasted marshmallows, and fresh morning roast coffee. If you bought my morning roast coffee blend, I recently released that. I can't remember if I did it in, no, I did. It's the pre-order. I did it and I over poured some clams. So we have some clams still available, but it's that mixed with pink sugar, sweet lavender, and toasted marshmallows. Heaven. Next up is churros, deep fried churros sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. Gotta have the doughy fried deliciousness going on. This is winter, okay? So we gotta have some of that good gourmand going on. And we have Sweet Baby Bear next, which is a blend after my son Xavier. So he's got both of his blends made it into this one. Sweet Baby Bear, strawberry pound cake, fire roasted marshmallows, Palo Santo, smoky vanilla embers, and pink sugar. This was a blend that he helped me come up with along with the next one. He wanted 2. And so we did Sweet Baby Bear. He helped me come up with it. He loved it. It's sold out and has come back in a couple of the pre-orders. Is actually one of the favorites, but has been voted back as a pre-order again because people want it in bigger sizes. So the clams are available currently right now, but it's available in bigger sizes in the pre-order, which people want to get. So I'm not mad at that. We'll bring it back. Next up is X's Lemon Dream. This was Xavier, my youngest, his second fragrance that he came up with, and he wanted a lemon gourmand pound cake. They love lemon loaf in my house, so that was one of the first blends he wanted to come up with. We created Sweet Baby Bear and then X's Lemon Dream. So rich buttery pound cake, lemon zest, sugary icing drizzle, lemon chiffon, whipped cream, sugar cookie royale. This was a hit. It sold out in the original launch and it's just now getting voted back in. So I'm really excited to see that because we haven't poured it again. Strawberry Frost was an original launch fragrance. This is fresh strawberry slices, warm pound cake with whipped cream, creamy vanilla, smoked woods, and hint of fresh lavender. So this is one like I was doing during my launch. One of the inspirations that I had was strawberry fragrances. I had a lot of love for strawberry and doing it in different iterations and bringing that to life for you guys. Some of the favorites that maybe I've smelled before, I tried to dupe, candles, just the things that I thought were my favorite. I love strawberry. It's kind of my signature along with the color of my wax. But if you got strawberry tape on your package, you know it's from TheCandleNurse. That's my niche. I've also got the tissue paper. We love the strawberries around this house. So Strawberry Frost was like one of the takes of strawberry that I did during the launch, and it got voted back by my group on Facebook. So welcome to I'm happy to bring that one back for you guys. All right. Boardwalk Lavender. This was another one that was asked for to be back, which is sweet lavender, toasted marshmallow, cream de boom boom, and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. So again, when I brought out Sweet Lavender C, I did a couple takes on lavender. I think lavender's having a moment in 2024, 2025. I think that people I've slept on certain types of lavenders, and there's aromatherapy lavender, and then there's this wonderful lavender that you can mix with marshmallows. You can mix it with sugar crystals, which is a blend that I have. You can mix it with coffee. I feel like you can mix lavender with a lot of different things. It can lean aromatherapy. It can lean spa. It can lean gourmand. So I've actually loved lavender lattes from Black Rock Coffee Shop. So yeah, Boardwalk Lavender was another take of lavender that I wanted to bring out that was a little bit more of a bougie lavender scent. So you have your sweet lavender, toasted marshmallow, the Creme de Boom Boom, which is the Sol de Janeiro, is it 62, 68? The Boom Boom scent, but it's more of a cream base of the Boom Boom instead of it just being like the fragrance mist type. You can actually get like a creaminess behind the fragrance. And then the Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, which is a Bath & Body Works type fragrance. And it's got some fun, like, it says boardwalk because it's fun, like fair type sweetness going on, very candied, very sugary. And then you have magnolia, which is a floral, which works so well as like a sweet floral. So that one is one that got voted back. And then lastly is a blend of cranberry that I brought. I blended and am bringing is cranberry and smoke. Frosty cranberries, red delicious apple, Palo Santo, and smoky vanilla embers. All right, so that's the pre-order, you guys. 35 minutes. Are you doing okay? Did you get a snack, get a drink? Let me get a drink. ASMR. No, I'm just kidding. I made 20 different blends. There's a limited quantity of each one of the blends. These are very high-end oils that I use to make these blends. So I wanted to come out with a limited. I am offering it in the pre-order, some of them. Get your hands on them. These will be available on January 15th. Normal price, these will be the $4.75. So that's why we just kind of limited the RTS, pretty expensive, but let's get into the little storyline here. So the first one I grabbed is called Alluring. So it's inspired by the sophisticated atmosphere of Melia hotels. This blend is rich, complex bouquet of florals, woods, and warm spices. And it's really funny because it talks about these, my husband was helping me come up with this stuff. Even though there's like rose and stuff like that, I'll let you know if it's super floral forward, okay? So Alluring is bergamot, rose, jasmine, nutmeg, sandalwood, amber, musk, and guaiac wood. So this one, it's the rose is there, but there's something very creamy about this fragrance, and I smell it. So it doesn't lean feminine or masculine. It just smells like a luxurious spa. The guaiac wood is not too strong. It's blended in there beautifully. You do get a little bit of a floral component, but when I smell it, do I just go, oh my gosh, that's like a really strong rose petal? No, but you can tell there's a little bit of floral. We've got the jasmine, which is a really nice, non-offensive floral going on in there. The bergamot, it's not citrusy bergamot. It's more kind of perfumed, but again, we have the nutmeg, the sandalwood, and the amber that really make this kind of like a body creamy, the creaminess component. Like I could wear this fragrance. So that's Alluring. Let me show you the packaging. Next up is Fairmont Desert. So I'll show you this little packaging. Fairmont Desert. This is rose, caraway, sweet praline, frankincense, clove, vetiver, musk, oud wood, and agar wood. So Fairmont Desert, inspired by the exotic richness of Fairmont hotels, this fragrance is a warm, spicy, and woody masterpiece that invokes timeless elegance. Wow. So this is a blend. When I smell it, it smells like Arizona to me. It's very pretty. It's very outdoorsy. It's not really fresh. It definitely has a little bit of floral going on with it, but it's beautiful. It's not offensive. It's come out really well. The oud wood and the agar wood, I love the basiness. This is why I have a soy wax blend, you guys, because there's a little bit of paraffin in here and I need that to bring up the bassy notes. When you get really premium oils and you blend them together and you're looking for something to come from the bottom of it to bring it up, to give it like a base, that's what I love about this. These are very beautiful fragrances. These are not for the faint of heart. You've got to love luxury. You've got to love, some of these are going to be floral. I'll tell you if there's no floral. This one has a little bit of floral, but I tend to get headaches from floral, but this one does not. It's a little bit more deeper of a fragrance. It's very pretty. When I smell it, I'm like, wow, this is very pretty, very beautiful. And it makes me think of the desert. That's why I named it the desert, because I thought about this could be like a resort here in Scottsdale during the summertime. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Next up is Stargaze. This will be available in our pre-order. And this is bergamot, neroli blossom, white heliotrope, santal, oud wood, musk, and amber. And my little explanation is evoking the opulence of continuum. This fragrance is a celestial blend of neroli, heliotrope, and warm woods. Oh, so you definitely get the neroli right up front, and the bergamot in this one is a little bit different. This one has like a little bit more of a sparkling bergamot, so it's got a little citrus note to it, a little bit of brightness going on with the neroli, the white heliotrope. You're definitely getting a little bit more, it's not tropical, but it's just a little bit more like higher end resort, maybe California. I don't know. The really nice places in California. I don't know. It could be like, I just know like the Coronado Hotel. It's on the beach. It's got sophistication. We're not over here in Hawaii, which is not, I'm not saying it's not sophisticated, but it's not like tropical pina colada, anything like that. This one we've got the neroli blossom with the bergamot that's a little bit more citrus forward, gives us that little bit of brightness. Then you have the santal, the oud wood, the musk, and the amber. Those are all blends that remind me of like the Le Labo Santal 33 blended with your bergamot and your neroli. Oh, that's really gorgeous. And this one's a little bit, it's not punch you in the face. It is like strong enough to perform, but it's not like, whoa, out the gate. Like, and I'm not gonna mess with the clams. Oh man, it's developing very beautifully, because I feel like if this was stronger than what I'm getting now, as far as like on cold, it would be a lot. And so this is just blended just beautifully to give you that really enticing fragrance in your senses up here without sticking around and wreaking havoc. You know what I mean? Okay, next up is Those Ocean Eyes, and Those Ocean Eyes will be available in our pre-order, which was voted back by some customers based off of the description. This is bergamot, aquatic ozone, neroli, jasmine, rose, sage, cardamom, sandalwood, musk, and dark amber. It's inspired by Grace Vanderbilt Hotel. This fragrance is a sophisticated blend of aquatic and floral notes with warm amber and musk undertones. Very fresh, very aquatic, but you get a little bit of saltiness with the aquatic ozone. So it's really interesting, and the reason why it's aquatic ozone to me is because why wouldn't I just put ocean breezes or something like that? Because when I smell it, you get the salty sea air, or you get the saltiness and the brininess of the sea, but then there's almost like a cool ozone type fragrance. So it's almost like you're on the West Coast with the cooler waters, and it's very briny. Oh, very pretty. You get the florals that I put in here are very toned down. It's there to add some complexity and some depth to this fragrance, but it's not there to hit you in the face and say this is a bouquet of flowers, which there's some people who love that. But for me, it needs to be blended very well, because this has to be appealing to the masses, right? If this is a hotel blend that's going to be exposed to the many people staying there, this has to be a blend that a lot of people can withstand. So those florals are very complementary to the fragrance, but they're not punch you in the face, cause an allergic reaction, anaphylaxis type of floral. This is very fresh, but there's that salt. The bergamot and the neroli are very good in these luxury blends, because I think it just adds something to it. So sometimes you'll get a citrusy note, right? So there's something salty and bright and a little like, not fizzy, but effervescent about it, without being like champagne-y or Prosecco or anything like that. It's like you're on the balcony of a really beautiful hotel that's got some wonderful like fresh flowers that are going on in the background that are way back, that you're just getting kind of a hint as it's blending through other fragrances that maybe you have on that are very sophisticated, like perfumes, higher end perfume, while you have this breeze, like your doors open and the breeze is coming in off of like the West Coast. That's my thought when I smell it. Love it. Next up is 11. And this one is citrus, geranium, rose, amber, patchouli. This is also available for the pre-order. This is inspired by the vibrant energy of 11 Miami. This blend is a bold, sultry mix of the citrus, floral, and deep amber tones that keep the night alive. That's why I love this one. It's very sensual. Oh, it's so sensual. And again, don't be scared of the florals, but you do get a very beautiful amber note in here. And there's almost like from the vanilla amber from Scentsy, that's kind of like the amber that we're getting. So it's got a little bit of a vanilla tone to it, but not vanilla enough to put down. But you've got that mix of the amber patchouli that are so bassy and so sensual. And then you have the citrus is not, when you smell citrus, I forgot on here to put like the stone fruit. So you're missing, like, when you smell this, you get a little bit of a sensual deep fruit note along with the amber and the patchouli. This one's gorgeous. I would get this one in truckloads. I want my house to smell like this one, number 11. It's gorgeous. Okay, Wasted Away. This is bergamot, love bergamot. Bergamot, honeysuckle, ocean, ivy, magnolia, peony, purple grape, amber wood, and sandalwood. And this one is a breezy and exotic scent inspired by the Margaritaville Hotel, blending tropical florals and marine notes with a warm amber and sandalwood base. So this one, I would say you get it's the Margaritaville Hotel, but there's no margarita in this blend. So this one, you do get the tropical florals. It's very forward, but you do get the aquatic. Aquatic is very forward. The amber and the sandalwood do give it a base, but the florals are very heavy. So if you're not into floral fragrances, I would say steer clear of this one, because this one, the honeysuckle, the peony, the magnolia, those are all forward. So I told you I'd warn you if there was a floral heavy one. Wasted Away is a floral heavy one, but if you love a floral in tropical places, this would be a good one for you guys. Next up is Chandeliers, and this one is bergamot, sweet berry, jasmine, saffron, amber, ambergris, oak moss, oud, sandalwood, and vanilla. So this one is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. This luxurious blend is captivating combination of sweet berries, floral saffron, and warm amber woods. So it is totally inspired by Baccarat Rouge. I love that fragrance. And this one is a little bit stronger, and I feel like I get a little bit more of the woodsy note to this fragrance. It's so beautiful. The difference is the sandalwood. You put the sandalwood in here and the vanilla to give it a little bit more, because Baccarat Rouge 540 can come off. It's not a fragrance that's supposed to hit you in the face. Baccarat Rouge 540 is a blend that is supposed to linger in the background and give you a nice background fragrance that is not offensive, right? It's one of those everybody likes it, not offensive type fragrance. So adding the sandalwood and vanilla to that gives it a little bit more of, I say depth a lot, but it gives it a little bit more of a basiness to the fragrance. But again, this is going to be a lovely background fragrance of sandalwood, vanilla, and Baccarat Rouge 540. I hope you guys like that. I feel like that's very bougie, you know? Next up is California Dreamin'. This is green tea, lemon, sweet orange, jasmine, lemongrass, lily, amber, and musk. A fresh, invigorating fragrance inspired by the Delano Hotel, reminiscent of coastal vibes and sunlit mornings by the sea. So we've got a few aquatic ones going on, but there's like a different take on each one. This one's so good. Okay, Wasted Away is like, you've got your ocean side, but it's more floral forward. So if you like fresh florals like magnolia, peony, and honeysuckle, this one's for you. The other one we had was those ocean eyes. That one's like a true pure aquatic in there with the brightness of the neroli and the bergamot. They're more citrusy, more bright. Well, this one, you get the green tea, the lemon, and the sweet orange. So they've taken out the bergamot, and we've taken out using like the neroli and used actual like orange. So you get like a sweet orange fragrance going on here with the green tea that balances out the lemon, the lemongrass. The lily, you don't really smell the florals in this one. Oh, it's just bright aquatic and sweet citrus. I love that one. It just makes me happy. It's California Dreamin' because it just reminds me of like going to Disneyland, you know? This one's really good. If you love a sweet citrus with green tea and lemongrass, you're gonna love that one. It's fresh. It's like an adult take on, like, it's like staying at the California resort, the Disneyland Resort Hotel versus, going to, it's like staying in the luxury side of that versus staying in like a room where like it's full of like Mickey Mouse, it's like the adult version of a Disneyland fragrance, I feel like. So take that as you will. To me, it's wonderful. Next up, we have Midnight Costes. And this one is a mysterious and sensual blend inspired by the Hotel Costes with a warm, spicy floral heart and lingering amber and vanilla base. This one's it's very bassy. This one's your deep, sensual lemon, rose, nutmeg, clove, sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, amber. So the vanilla and the amber do make this a little bit more perfumey, But this one, you've got the spiciness of the clove and the patchouli together with the nutmeg. The lemon, you're not going to get hit straight up with lemon. It's there as more of a balancing measure. But this one's got a little bit more spice to it, but it's deep, it's central. You've got the patchouli, the sandalwood, the vanilla, the amber that really tone this and give it a nice base. But the clove and the nutmeg are spicy. If you've smelled my pomegranate noir, it's minus the fruit that's in that blend. You get a little bit of that bassy spice note going on with it. That's what it smells like to me. So anybody that loved that but was like a little bit off by the fruit, this is going to be perfect for you. Midnight, is it Costes? I can't say it. Costes. All right, we have November Rain. This is citrus, grapefruit, orange, jasmine, red currant, rose, cedarwood, oak moss, white musk. And this is a refreshing and vibrant scent inspired by the Marriott hotels, blending citrus and florals with grounding woods and musk. So very well-balanced fragrance. Now, this one is rose forward, and you do get a rain component in here. That's why I wanted to name it Rain. It smells, you've got to love rose. So it's definitely rose forward. And you've got the citrusy component. And it's almost like the rose with the greenery. You get the green part of it. Red currant is not too strong in this as it's developing. But it's really beautiful. You have to love, like, this is authentic rose floral, but there's something bright behind it with like, it's like the oils coming off of the orange peel and some brightness with the citrus. The rose is there. The rose is strong. You have a little bit of musk and cedarwood to balance it out. Yeah, that's really pretty. So again, like these florals, that's what I was needing, is because I've been trying to get into florals and they were giving me headaches, but I was like, I have to blend them with something. So this is one that's a very appealing. It's very fresh, spring rain. The roses have flourished, like if you have a little rose garden, and then it's like the greenery to that as well. Like you've touched not the petal, but like you've grabbed the stem of the rose and you've smelled the rose, and you're in also like a grove of like oranges and citrus. This is weird. And I just like picture like grabbing the rose and smelling it. Like you've got the leafy green scent on your fingers. And yeah, I mean, it's really taking me to a authentic, fresh place of being outside, citrus groves and flowers and wetness, but not being like wet concrete or anything. November Rain. You got a little bit of the rain. It's good. All right, next up is Summer Breeze and the Ritz. This is cucumber, melon, ozone, sea salt, black pepper, cinnamon, lavender, violet, amber, cedarwood, musk, sandalwood, vetiver. A crisp, refreshing blend inspired by the Ritz-Carlton with aquatic, herbal, and woody notes that evoke a serene coastal escape. What I love about this one, this is a very luxurious, like, again, this one, if you see any notes of like a floral, don't let it scare you. Don't worry if you're not a fan of cucumber, melon, of Bath & Body Works. This is so much more sophisticated than that. Oh, it's so beautiful. You do get the summer breeze, but it's, again, you've got a little bit of the aquatic. It's got the ozone. The black pepper and the cinnamon, it's not bad in here. It's not giving it like a fall spice, because this is very fresh. It's just adding more of a beautiful resort perfume type foundation to it. But then on the other side, you've got that summer breeze. That's why I want to put summer breeze, because you have like the Le Labo Santal 33 base, right? And then you've got the freshness of cucumber plus melon. So it's not like a false cucumber melon. You have like a crispness of like a freshly cut cucumber, a little bit of sweetness, but it's not like so forward that you're like, oh, that's melon. It's just blended really beautifully. Yeah. You guys will love that one. Next up is my all-time favorite from this series, the Sweetest Aria. This one is lemon cream, pomegranate, peony, raspberry, vanilla, and white woods. I've had the pleasure of staying at the Aria in Las Vegas. This is inspired by the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas. This fragrance is a delectable blend of creamy lemon, ripe berries, and soft florals on a sweet, woody base. When you walk into the Aria lobby, it's like heaven. If you love a beautiful vanilla fragrance, you're gonna love this one, the Sweetest Aria. That's why I added it. Now, it's gonna take some time to cure and come out, but there's no like, it's not like aggressive or astringent lemon. Everything's blended so beautifully. The peony, You don't really get floral in this one. It's just a really beautiful vanilla fragrance. That's all I have to say. Really beautiful vanilla. If you love vanilla, but you want more of an upscale vanilla, that's what that one is. Okay. Skyfall in Atlantis. Neroli orange, melon, orange blossom, jasmine, ocean, cedarwood, vanilla, and musk. Inspired by the grandeur of the Atlantis Hotel, this scent is a refreshing marine bouquet with floral and musky undertones. Yep, so you definitely get, the florals in here are not scary. Jasmine's a white floral. Wow. You do get the blossoms of the orange blossom, but they're kind of sweet. You don't get a ton of melon, but you do get the ocean like aquatic, salty sea air type fragrance. It's a very pretty fragrance. It's definitely got a fresh component to it with a base of luxury perfume. Okay, next up is Cabana and the Ritz. This is bergamot, citrus, marine, jasmine, amber, musk. This refreshing scent captures the breezy elegance of the Ritz-Carlton with a blend of marine and citrus notes, balanced by soft jasmine and warm musk. This one's more, so summer breeze and the Ritz, you get more of the, like literally like I was explaining with like the breeze coming in off the West Coast. This one's more of like a sexy man and then the like Le Labo 33. Yeah, so you do get like the marine, but there's something a little bit more masculine to it. It's a little bit more deeper. You do get a little bit of the citrus with the bergamot, but this one's more deep. It's richer, where the summer breeze is a little bit lighter, and I pictured more feminine qualities to it, but more outdoorsy, where this one's more nighttime. Yeah, more nighttime, a little bit more masculine. Really good. Okay, Mystified. Lemon, melon, lily, jasmine, raspberry, oak moss, and musk. Inspired by the Wynn Hotel, this fragrance is a playful yet sophisticated mix of fruity and floral notes, grounded by soft musk and oak moss. I've smelled this. It's just so familiar as far as like walking into the doors of somewhere. This one is, you definitely get the oak moss, but it's very pretty. It's very fresh and ozone. It's not fruity forward, even though we've got the raspberry and the lemon. It's not like bright. There's a sophistication to the fragrance and a creamy component. And I would say that the oak moss, the musk, the jasmine are really there on the base. You definitely get a little bit of the lily. And then the fruit components, the melon, the raspberry, the lemon, are just there to round it out, to keep it from being too overly ozone fresh, to add a little bit of playfulness to it. We have Dream State. This is white tea, aloe, ginger, lily, cedarwood, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, and musk. This is one that we put on our pre-order. This is channeling the serene ambiance of the Westin hotels. This fragrance is a calming blend of white tea, ginger, and soft woods. This is a beautiful, calming, but I could wear this type of fragrance. Like, there's a little bit of a woodsy component, so you have the sandalwood and the cedarwood, but there's something very calming about the white tea, the aloe, the ginger, that like you would put this if you're walking into the spa and they were doing like couples massage. Oh yeah, that's good. That one's probably one of my favorites. This is one that I thought we had to put on the pre-order for people to buy. Yeah, that one's gorgeous. So one of my top favorites. That's why it's in the, I think it's one of the top 5 for me, is Dream State. Next up we have the Black Velvet Edition. This is lemon, bergamot, black fig, freesia, rose, cedarwood, amber, musk, and woods. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the paper. A rich velvety fragrance inspired by the Edition Hotel, combining fresh citrus, florals, and a warm woody finish. So this one's like a deeper, more sultry. You definitely get the black fig right out the gate with some seductive cedarwood, the musk, the rose and the freesia are not forward. I wouldn't worry about florals in this one. You definitely get the black fig, you get the bergamot, the cedarwood, the amber. So it's a sultry, sensual, like evening type fragrance that you would want when you're going out to like a really expensive dinner on vacation. Super sexy. I would say Black Velvet Edition. That was like the sultry, sensual, sexy fragrance. Next up is 24 Karat. This is bergamot, lemon, lemongrass, magnolia, jasmine, lily, koa wood. Is it koa? I'm gonna sound stupid on here. Okay, it's we'll call it koa. Like koala? Koa? Okay, bergamot, lemon, lemongrass, magnolia, jasmine, lily, koa wood, and musk. Radiating opulence, this fragrance reflects the luxurious essence of the W Hotel, blending sparkling citrus and floral notes with a warm, woody base. This one is very bright, very citrusy, very clean. The woodsiness, the coal wood and the musk are really the only basey notes. So this one's very high up on the range as far as freshness and brightness. There's a sweetness to it that the bergamot and the lemon and lemongrass really tone down any floral. This one's really bright. This one's very bright, very clean, very spa-like fragrance. All right, guys, 2 more. We have another Ritz. So this is Escapade on the Ritz, or Escapade and the Ritz. Lemon, bergamot, ocean, jasmine, musk, and amber. Experience the ocean breeze and sophisticated luxury of the Ritz-Carlton with the citrusy marine blend softened by floral and amber undertone. So this one's more a fresh aquatic. So you've got the like little bit of, so I think the Ritz has got like, it's a little bit more of like the Santal 33, like Le Labo edition base. And then adding like Escapade, adding Summer Breeze, adding Cabana, changes it up a little bit. So you have these base notes that are kind of similar, but this one's gonna be more of your fresh lemon aquatic, straightforward, with a little bit of the amber and the musk base. Yeah, they're slightly different for each one, and I thought that they were appropriate for this, for our launch. So definitely Escapade and the Ritz has that more lemon forward freshness, like clean air, ocean. And then Cabana on the Ritz has more of like a tropical feel, and you get more of the base on this one. And then the Escapade, wait, that's the Escapade. And then the Summer Breeze, that one I love. That one's the one that I had like the whole experience of like the experience of the hotel. Like you've got like the florals coming from the background, like the whole experience. We won't go over it again. But okay, the last one I have here is One Way. And this is leather, cardamom, lemon, sandalwood, cedarwood, cinnamon, vetiver, musk, and iris. A bold and sensual fragrance inspired by the One Hotel, featuring a warm leather heart, spiced citrus, and soft woods. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, this is sophistication at its finest. This is a blend that I had been working on for one of my friends who gave me an oil back when I first was going to launch and said, can you dupe this? And I think that fragrance, it's pretty darn close. Oh my gosh, I love this one. This one's probably going to go in my favorites that I'll keep pouring. So One Way is one that I love. Should definitely come back. Sweetest Aria, 11, what is it, Summer Breeze and the Ritz are all great. I loved California Dreamin'. I thought out of all the aquatic ones, I love a good orange fragrance, and so California Dreamin' was one of my favorites. Chandeliers, if you love a good Baccarat Rouge with the sandalwood and vanilla added to it, that'll be your hit. Those Ocean Eyes is a great blend to have out. I mean, I like them all, but definitely I have my favorites that were poured. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far, leave me the ocean waves emoji if you made it this far for resort. Whenever I think about resort and luxury, I think about like sunshine and like water and the beach and a cabana. So leave me like, I know there's an emoji that's like the ocean waves. You're gonna have to look for it. But if you made it this far into this video, you go find that, put that down in the comments down below, if nothing else. I hope you guys have the best New Year's Eve. I hope that you're safe. Please be safe. Please get well rested. Enjoy your day off. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I post a video. I hope that this was helpful. Again, the Hotel Series blends of the limited ready-to-ship clams are going to be available on my website on January 15th, TheCandleNurse.com. I'll put it here. And then we went over pre-order fragrances. The pre-order is going to be this Thursday, January 2nd at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and available through January 5th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We have different options available, different prices. I think we came up with 28 blends. Some of them are old, some of them are new, some of them are used, some of them are blue. Or wait, what is the saying for being ready? I'm tired. I'm getting kooky Emily's coming out. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Happy New Year to you all. Let's cheers to 2025. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.